Well, my viewers and subscribers, if we were not too sure who should be our frontline spinner heading to South Africa, MOTIE has answered that question without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, my peeps, but knowing our selectors, we might see them head to South Africa and he's not on the plane. Anyways, welcome back, my peeps. Gonna give you a quick recap of how that second test match there went. West Indies ended up winning that game by over an innings and probably about 4 runs or somewhere thereabout. So you can call it a convincing victory. Good professional performance by the guys out there. And, this is the way how it should be if we are competing with teams like England, Australia, South Africa. Well, if we're expecting to compete with these teams at the top, then when we come up against Zimbabwe, not saying that they are less than anything else, but we should be able to take care of business, and that is what we did. So it was courtesy of MOTIE, my peeps. Excellent bowling. I am just so sorry that the game is being played, the game was played at a time when I wasn't really able to see it. Either I was sleeping or at work. So, man picked up 6 wickets for 62 in the second innings here, after getting 7 wickets in the first innings to basically bowl us to victory. We did make a lot of runs in when we batted, so it just simply means that MOTIE bowled us to victory. We batted and got the 115 that they scored, but we only needed to bat once because of that bowling. So 6 for 62 and 7 for 37. Definitely one of the better figures you're going to see out there when it comes on to bowlers going to play away from home. Not at home, away from home. So let me just give you the scores in the game. Zimbabwe 115 and 173. West Indies 292. That almost sound like we needed a. That don't sound like 4 runs. But anyway, we won the game. We won the game by over an innings. So kudos to the players for going out there and taking care of business. Where the batting is concerned for us, Raston Chase top scored with 70. And Joshua Da Silva, he got 44. Tejnaran Shandopal was able to get 36. And Blackwood got, I think he was in the 20s. Kyle Mayers getting 30. So, not vintage in terms of the batting, but at the end of the day, we did what was required to win this game. We cannot be complacent. We cannot be okay with this sort of performance though, because, going out there, scoring 115, we should have put at least 350 on the board before we got bowled out. I understand that rain was a factor, but it's not like we declared or anything. So, we should have been able to get more runs on the board. So, still have to big them up. Now, at the beginning of the series, on the live show, we had a little prediction. We were wondering who was going to top score with the bat and with the ball. Quite a few people said that Craig Brathwaite was going to top score with the bat, and Alzari would have picked up the most wickets. If my memory serves me right, I think I went for Tejnaran Shandopal top scoring with the bat, and I went for Kemar Roach getting the most wickets, if I'm not mistaken. So, happy that MOTIE and Tejnaran Shandopal, 2 youngsters, in the sense of test cricket, were able to walk away being the top performers for us. Not youngsters where age is concerned, but youngsters based on where they are in their test career. Tejnaran Shandopal getting the most runs there, getting over 200. Remember that he got that double century, and then he would have picked up 30 odd and things. So, shout out to Tejnaran Shandopal. We also had Craig Brathwaite getting some runs, getting 180 odd, and then, some getting a little bit more. So, those are the 2 guys that performed, and MOTIE with the ball. Always good when you get a spot in the team and, you're not too sure going forward if you are going to be recalled. I mean, you might hear that where they are going, it's not a spinning wicket, and they need probably just a part-time spinner. So don't be surprised if you see a so-called part-time spinner in the team and they tell you that that part-time spinner is to do some bowling and to strengthen the batting, and they drop MOTIE. Don't be surprised. But I personally like to have a spinner in my team. It doesn't matter where I am going, especially with where Test cricket is concerned. Not only to help with the overrate, but you know, from time to time, the surface might deteriorate, my breakdown, and you need a spinner. The only thing I would say is that I know when I make this selection, it might sound like I am fighting against the man from the quote-unquote smaller island, but you know how I do it over here. If I am going to South Africa and I am going to need pacers, I am taking Goodikish MOTIE as my left arm spinner. I'm not too sure if I need Warwican in the team as another left arm option. I am thinking to probably bring another batsman. Raston Chase, only if they want to select him as a batsman. You know, when you get picked to do one thing and you do the opposite, you know, you are going to stay in the team. So he was selected as a spinner in the team, and you know, he made some runs, so obviously he's going to be in the squad still. So we're not going to walk to South Africa with 3 spinners. So if they want to keep Chase based on the fact that he would have scored some runs, and he would have proven that, you know, when he's in form, he probably can negotiate a little bit of pace. Not saying he's the best batsman when it comes on to pace, but you would have proved in the past that, you know, if he's in form, he can probably work them a little bit. So if they want to keep him, I'm not too sure why we would need another left arm spinner in Warwick, another spinner in Warwican in the team. So we'll probably look to get probably an extra pacer in the team, or you know, if they're not going to take Banner, we get an extra batsman in the team. You understand? But definitely they need to call up another pacer though. They have to call up another pacer. If Kemar Roach is, I don't know what's going on with Kemar Roach. I am thinking that Shannon Gabriel is fit, so they are probably going to play him to get his pace. Alzari Joseph, that is not enough pace. Joseph and Gabriel, that's not enough. We know Jason Holler will do his thing. Kyle Mayers will chip in, but we're going to need another pacer. You know, we have a couple of guys doing their thing. I don't know, Hakeem Jordan, you know, a couple of guys in the 4-day regional championship. I mean, people like OJ Shields, you know, just really coming on the scene. Other guys, they're like Jeremiah Louis. There are quite a few guys, but we don't need to bring that extra spinner. So we don't need to bring that extra spinner. So we're gonna keep a close eye on how they're gonna select that squad, how they're gonna shuffle up the squad going to South Africa. But just to let you know, guys, West Indies took care of business in this second test match here, courtesy of Goodikish MOTIE getting those 6 wickets there, and you know, as you know, he picked up 7 in the first inning. So shout out to Goodikish MOTIE, shout out to Captain Craig Brathwaite for leading his team to another series victory. So that is it for now, my peeps. We'll definitely touch base later on once the players would have done their interviews, and we will give a reaction on those. So big up on yourself, my peeps, and stay safe.